Fear is the enemy.
But you see the music box.
Whatever it is that you're going for, man, go hard. And hold on, never give up. You gotta have that mentality, man. I put in the work, I spent a lot of time on the waiting list. Never complained, I ain't never said shit. Shoot my shot, no fear if I miss. Imagine you chasing a dream that you love, only to find out it wasn't enough. You fall on your face, but you get right back up. And you fall back again, but you get right back up, yeah. That's the way that it's always been. Don't nobody care about the grind but you. Nobody putting in the time but you. Make up your mind who you wanna be. I know who I am, know what I want. Live by 2 words, mama mentality. And that's word to my mom, word to my pops, word to my little bro. They said make your mistakes, but don't make excuses on why you can't live and learn. On a couple occasions I damn near went broke. I'm chasing this music thing, and I ran out of hope. I threw in the towel, said fuck the hole in the street. I kept on writing and touring. I picked up a job cause I knew it was important. The money I made, I would stash it away just to fund my recordings. And I didn't wanna stop cause I didn't know how. I would lay in my room by myself late at night and I finally figured it out. I just wanna be the best version of me, make all the music that I wanna make. I don't care what nobody gon' say. You miss all of the shots you don't take. And the answer is no, if you don't ask. If it gets hard, this too shall pass. God is my witness and he got the plan. He got the plan. I put in the work, I spent a lot of time on the waiting list. Never complained, I ain't never said shit. Shoot my shot, no fear if I miss. Imagine you chasing a dream that you love, only to find out it wasn't enough. You fall on your face, but you get right back up. And you fall back again, but you get right back up, yeah. That's the way that it's always been. Don't nobody care about the grind but you. Nobody putting in the time but you. Make up your mind who you wanna be. I know who I am, know what I want. Live by 2 words, mama mentality. Yeah. Remember, man, you only in competition with yourself. Enjoy the journey. Enjoy the process. Pleasure and pain. R.I.P. the greatest. 0824.
All right, guys, what's going down? It is your boy DH for another episode of Circle Talk, and it is our Teen of the Month for May, and we have Iyana Allen in the building. Make some noise, y'all. Make some noise. Yeah.
Happy to be here.
You happy to be here?
Yes,
You sure?
I'm grateful.
All right. She happy now. Wait till we get into this thing, guys. So I'm excited. Thank you so much for making it out. I'm really excited to learn a little bit about you. I mean, obviously, family been talking to me a little bit and let me know what's going down. So I'm really excited about just digging in and finding out all the info behind it. So, guys, before we get going, first thing I want to do is always give a huge shout out to the sponsors, the people that continue to make this possible. First and foremost, I want to give a huge shout out to I Am Heyday Creative Space for giving us the platform and the space to make this possible. Shout out to Antoine Hayden. He's out in, where's he at, Florida? Atlanta. He stay moving, staying busy. Shout out to him doing amazing work and staying active. If you guys haven't been to I Am Heyday Creative Space yet, make sure you guys come and check them out. They do videography, photography. They do all the ographies possible, and then they do the music thing as well. So make sure you guys hit them up ASAP and get your stuff done right. All right. Next, I want to slide on over to my good friend, and, I call him from brother from another mother, Mr. iShotIt.com. Marvin Patterson always coming through in the clutch, making sure that we look good, sound good, feel good, and, does it really, really well. As y'all hear them snapping, that's him taking pictures back there, making sure that he's getting us in our good sides, right?
Yes.
Hey. So if you guys need somebody to get your pictures done and get them done right, make sure you guys hit up iShotIt.com. Let them know I sent you. You get a great discount. All right. Next, Want to slide on over to our good friends, Steve and Brooke, DMAC Foundation. Where y'all at? We're going to bring them in right now because, you know, obviously how we do it. We don't do this alone.
Hey.
I got some partners in crime waiting for me.
Congratulations.
Thank you so much.
Hey, everybody. Hey, Iyana. We're so excited you're team of the month.
Hey,
Yes. Good work. Well, we at DMAC Foundation, we're all about the betterment and empowerment of our local youth and keeping you guys safe. So we want to present you with, on behalf of the DMAC Foundation, we got you some championship flag football tickets at the DMAC. And the future of football is female from our friends at the We got you a senior photo shoot from my friend Stephanie Beauchard. She's going to do a full photo shoot for you at your time and location of choice. A prom dress from Enchanted Bridal. You can go and pick out your prom dress there.
Let's go.
Okay.
Let's go.
Some DMAC swag is in here for you too.
love
A
that.
bunch of other
Yes.
stuff.
Thank you.
And of course, some safe rides home. So we're all about keeping you guys safe. So this is in the Lyft app. You'll scan the code and you'll have a free safe ride home anytime you need it. Okay?
Thank you so much.
You bet. Congratulations and keep doing good work.
Thank
Thank you so
you.
much. These guys are big ups to the DMAC Foundation. Let's make some noise for them one more time. They've been so busy this
Very
weekend.
busy. Very busy.
I mean,
Yeah, we just wrapped up our golf tournament Thursday at Allenmore. It was wonderful. Thank you for all your support
Absolutely.
there. And now we have DMAC Night at the Rainiers, June 21st. It's also Gonzaga Alumni Night, so we'll have to see our Zag family there.
Yeah, absolutely.
And then we have our DMAC Car Show. That'll be at the Pierce County Fair, August 10th. It's a Saturday. It's a lot of fun. Bring out your rides. And then we have our big gala and crab feed live auction, silent auction at Foss Waterway Seaport on September 27th.
Absolutely.
So a lot of stuff in the mix coming up.
Absolutely.
Yeah, a lot of
Make
opportunities of support.
Make sure if you guys have not followed DMAC, make sure you guys go follow DMAC for sure. It's DMACenterprise.org, right?
Yeah, DMACenterprises.org. You can hop on our event page and you can also nominate a team of the month there too.
Damn, there it is, you guys. Thank
Yeah.
you so much, bro.
Thanks
Appreciate
for having us.
Make some noise
Steven.
for one all the
Thanks,
time.
Iyana.
All the time. You know, I ain't doing nothing without the DMAC in my side. Y'all. That's how we get down over here. You know? Well, anyways, let me go ahead and give you my prize since everybody's giving prizes away. First off, I want to go ahead and give you this card, your gift card, $25 gift card from our guy, iShopper.com in the building. Hitting you up with some money, get you some of that shmoney.
Don't spend all of that in one spot. Man. Spread it out. Don't spend all of that in one spot.
So obviously, you know me, I like to come out with the swag for my teams. And so I went ahead and made this very special for you. So this is your Circle Swag hoodie. Go ahead and open it up. Check it out. Check it out. And then I'll give you this right after. You got to open it up, though. Bust that bad boy open. We got to see what it look like. We got to see what it looking like. You know, I always
That's an original there, isn't it?
original.
And that's
First
her
green one out.
favorite.
First green one out right
Oh
there. First green one. Look at that. First green one.
Nice.
In the back?
Yeah.
Oh.
First green one right there. Name on the
That
back.
is nice. That's fire.
You're welcome. You're welcome. You're welcome.
my God.
Yes. We
You know
go.
how
We
to
go.
get this.
Shout out to my guy. For making that for me.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome. You're welcome.
Wow.
Obviously, we got our certificate of recognition. Iyana Allen. You are our teen of the month for May. Shout out to you. We're gonna go ahead and take a pic real quick. We gotta take a pic.
That's why they pay me the big bucks right here.
All right, cool. Y'all can clap if y'all want to. Clap for us. I know we ain't got into the interview yet, but you know, we gotta give away gifts. I mean. All right, so are you ready for this? You
I'm
for
ready.
The next part of this.
Did you read the hat? Sorry.
Yes.
Future of football is
I like that.
Yeah, wow.
Sorry.
All right.
Thank you.
So now we're gonna get into the interview real quick, but before we do, I want to play something really quick that was sent to me. How this all transpired. So.
Hello, my name is Angel, and I am nominating Miss Iyana Allen as Teen of the Month. She is a remarkable young lady, She's very intelligent, very articulated, very kind. She's had quite a few life challenges, and she has continued to persevere, stay positive, and continue to be kind and help others. I've known Iyana since she was about 9 months old. That's my girl. She loves her football, and I live in Arizona, but I watch her from afar, and watching that young lady play football is just phenomenal. I be cheering for my baby from afar. But she's doing great things. You know, she does the Running Start program. She's about to graduate next month. She's doing great things, and she's just phenomenal, and I want her to know how much I love her and how amazing she actually is. She makes a lot of people smile and just lights up a room when she walks in. Love you, baby girl.
So, yeah. So, yes, shout out to my homie Angel for sending me this video. She was the one actually nominated you. She told me about you and was like, you need to have her on your Teen of the Month. She is such a blessing to everybody that she's came into contact with, and I really love her. And so, how do you feel about that?
I feel like so honored and loved because like all of this was going on like behind the scenes and I had no clue. And it's just always nice when you hear someone talk so highly of you and like just recognize the efforts that you're putting on. So I'm like, even living in Arizona, I'm just like, wow.
Right.
Yeah.
Absolutely. It's a beautiful thing when you know that your presence is felt, not just where you are on the football field or in the classroom, but you got people watching you from other states that really truly believe in your aura, how you carry yourself, and how you treat others. And so, shout out to you for just continuing to be an amazing asset to our community. So we're going to get to our first question is obviously what makes you a great leader?
Great leader. Honestly, I'm not afraid to speak up about things and be the first to take an initiative to make a difference. And I'm usually like a mentor. I've noticed that a lot of people just like, whether it's kids, adults, they feel comfortable coming up to me, even like strangers, like just in talking to me, asking for advice. And I'm just like that bigger sister. I've been told like you're the sister I've never had to so many people. And just like advocating for people, just helping people out.
Absolutely.
But still at the same time, you know, prioritizing my needs and my academics at the same time, but you know, also being able to take care of others and
Absolutely. So let's talk about I had found a picture. Your mom actually sent me a picture of you and all of these kids. Talk about what was going on at that time.
That time, I think we were actually having maybe a little family get together. So my cousins, they were in town. So they were actually all of my younger cousins. And even one of my younger cousins, her friend was there. And I think it was just like one of the times where we were just all together in the same room. And we were just like, okay, let's just take a photo of this moment to remember it. And all of my cousins, not going to brag, but they love me.
I mean, you can obviously see it in the picture.
So I was quick to hop in the back photo and be like, you're not going to forget me just because y'all are all babies. I was here first.
It was cute. It was hella cute. When she sent it to me, I was like, oh, yeah, that's the one. I'm keeping that one. Yeah. It really shows how important you are to a lot of people, not just the people around you, but people that may not see you all the time, but have been in your presence and experienced who you are as an individual. So keep doing that. Keep embodying that. So let's talk about Emerald Ridge. What do you enjoy about Emerald Ridge, and what are you gonna miss moving on? Because this is it for you.
It's it.
How's it feel?
So honestly, I no longer take classes at Emerald Ridge because I'm in Running Start. So this year is completely just college. So I haven't had any classes at the high school.
Nice.
But when I moved there from Spanaway. And I came there with no friends, nothing. And I tell my mom this all the time. I couldn't have imagined it like any differently. Because when I went there, I made so many friends, and I think that honestly had to be like the best part going there was the connections that I was able to build with like, people from so many different backgrounds. Like I was just friends with everyone, and I was just like the best part. I was never sitting there, alone, depressed, and it's a blessing to be able to say I had that experience because it's not like that for everyone. And so just being able to make those connections, meet people from different backgrounds, I've formed those lifelong connections, and it's just
So what's happening after you finish with Running Start? What's going on after that? What's the next step?
I plan on going to Washington State down in Pullman, and I'm going to get my bachelor's because I will be graduating with my associates this year.
Yay, make some noise for that. Make some noise for that. That's pretty amazing.
I plan to major in biomedical sciences to become a clinical lab tech.
Yeah.
Yes.
Sounds really, really important.
I hope so.
No, that's cool though. That's really cool. So let's talk about when you are going to Emory's. Is there a favorite teacher that you can say that you appreciate them being a part of your journey, or someone that you can say you look up to and you'll remember when it's all said and done?
One of them for sure is my coach, Blake. Coach Blake. He was I always say he's going to be a girl dad because he was just like, he didn't initially want to coach a girls' flag football team because, stereotypes and everything. But when he took the position, it was like amazing. He was so attentive and like just open. Like he wasn't like, definitely wasn't easy on us. There was no, oh, it's okay. He definitely pushed us to be better, but he also gave us so many like life lessons. And, in the meantime, just like, being that person you could go to, but also there's another teacher, I'd say maybe Miss Key, that's her name.
Okay.
She wasn't like actually my teacher, but there was one time I had an interview for a scholarship and I was sitting in the hallway nervous. I was sweating everything. My knees were shaking. And she saw me a couple times, like in the hallway. Yeah. And one time she finally just stopped and she's like, take a deep breath. Like, it's going to be okay. You got this and everything. And even though she wasn't like my actual teacher, that really stuck with me because I was like, I see you around a lot, but I don't really know you. And you took time out of your day to come reassure me. And, it really was the push I needed because I was ready to get up and walk out of there. I was like, they don't see me. I can leave right now. They won't know. So,
that's cool.
I'd say those two for sure.
Okay. So let's talk about how much you enjoyed. Well, before we get into the draft part of things, like I didn't even realize until we were conversating and talking today that you guys actually won the ship. Y'all won the championship.
You were definitely
okay. Well, let's talk about that because I didn't even know. I mean, y'all didn't tell me about all that. It's all good. I didn't realize it. Brought it home. Okay.
So honestly, that day, the day of the state championship, it was crazy because the weather, it was like cloudy, it was rainy, then it was sunny. So like we were hot, but taking off layers, putting layers back on. Yeah. And I remember we were struggling a bit in the beginning. We had made a lot of mistakes on our fundamentals. And I remember there was a time, it was during halftime, and we were thinking like, okay, we might really be going home. Yeah. So, but after that, it was like flip switched. The next thing you know, like even just the little things to celebrate, whether it's just like catching a ball after running 5 yards, running a 5-yard hitch, stuff like that, not getting your flag pulled or, making it to the first down, stuff like that. And just really, it shows how much energy can really entrust, not like targeting your teammate, talking down on them when they make a mistake, because it's a team effort, and that's not the thing to do. But how far that can go to like take you further into the game, and after that, we just fought through adversity. Next thing you know, it's just like, okay, we're just going through the next play, like everything, flush it. Don't think about what's coming next. Just live in the moment, and then we're going against our final team, and we're like, hey, set the tone by scoring the first touchdown, and then it was just shooting for the stars from there. And then next thing you know, we're just jumping in a circle, holding our trophy, pouring ice water on our coach.
That's so cool. That's so cool. Yeah. Shout out to y'all. And when they're winning the championship. That's cool. I didn't know it until I showed up today, guys. Well, so one thing I wanted to talk about too was going to the draft. How cool was it to be able to be a part of something as monumental as the NFL draft.
It was unreal. I was mentioning this earlier, how it just was like so fast and just so like surreal that even after I got back home, I was like, oh my gosh, what just happened? Like, did that really happen? But yeah, from just getting that email.
You got some amazing people as well,
It definitely did. From getting that email to like actually arriving there and just having pat days, you know, we actually got the NFL draft like experience tour. So we were walking around, we got to see the area where there's like the commentators like talking live. And I was like, oh, took a video and sent it to my dad. I was like, look where I'm talking. But yeah, even then I think we had filmed some content, and then the next day I remember we're getting ready, like in our jerseys. We go over to the stadium, or what was it called? Just the area. Yeah. And there's a whole bunch of people just dressed up and just, you know, fan attire. And it felt nice because we got to pass all the lines and everything. And they gave us the inner circle experience. Yeah. And it was crazy. Got to see the green room. I met Tyler Lockett. That's
pretty amazing.
Give me a high five.
That's amazing.
Picture. Yeah. It was crazy. And then there was a whole bunch of cameras, you know, just filming. It was crazy because you could just see a camera coming down the aisle and you're like, okay, I have to lock in. Like, let me put these chicken strips down on the floor. Because next thing you know, you're just on the big screen. And it was.
And you guys got to go up on stage and everything, too.
We did.
That's pretty good. That was pretty major.
It was kind of scary, but just, all you see is just lights. And it's like, oh.
That's awesome. That's so cool. So really quick, guys, we're going to take a quick station identification break, and then we're going to move into the next segment of the interview, and we're going to talk a little bit about family. So give us 1 minute, and we'll be right back. Thank you so much for watching this episode of Circle Talk and our Teen of the Month Circuit. We appreciate everyone that has come and support these amazing youth and young adults as they continue to grow in their lives. If you would like to nominate a youth or a young adult that's doing great things in the community, whether it is academically, sports, or even in the church, helping out in our community is important. And we want to highlight those youth and young adults that are doing amazing things. So if you know of one and you would like to nominate them, all you have to do is hit up circleyourpotential@gmail.com and let us know why you nominate this youth. Also, you can hit us up at the DMAC by going to dmacenterprises.org and nominate an amazing youth or young adult doing amazing things in our community. Let's continue to uplift our youth and young adults. And thank you so much for being a part of Circle Talk. Peace.
Oh, you're hot.
All right, y'all. We are back, and we now have moms. Dawn is in the building. Welcome in. How are you?
Great, thank you.
You enjoying it?
I am. It's always nice to watch Iyana do her thing.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Okay. Well, talk a little bit about, you know, just how much you enjoyed, you know, watching her grow and all the things that she is doing and just becoming the person she is becoming. Talk a little bit about that.
Well, Iyana already knows that she is my baby doll. Like, she has like 18 nicknames, so it just comes out whatever it is, my little mini me. But it's been a blessing having Iyana in my life. She's definitely been, she's like the center of the soul of the family, like that core. And if Iyana's there, everybody wants to show up and be there. And like she said, she's kind of like Mother Nature. She's making sure that everybody is well intended to, and you could tell her to sit down or whatever, but if there's somebody who is elderly or a child that might still be needing to get rounded up, she's on it, you know? And so I just love her temperament, her personality. She's a jokester. She loves to pull pranks. I think her dad's gonna die early because she pranks him all the time, and I don't know how he doesn't see it coming. But she'll hide in closets and under beds and all kind of stuff to get you. So she's I just love her. She's grown into a very mature young lady. It's been a blessing and really easy having her as a girl. I never went through a boy crazy phase. I never went through like a cussing, going off on me type phase of stealing my clothes. That's a lie. I'll say makeup. Still in my makeup. But no, she's just like open. She understands that you can be like a really good friend to your parent, but then there's boundaries of being a teen or a child and having a parent. So I like that.
Well,
you know, like you can give her one little warning with like a Iyana, and then she's like, you know, but she also knows how to express herself to an adult when she's unhappy. In a way, she will definitely, you can tell she's upset about something, but she'll go off and she'll process it, which will then make me kind of feel bad. I'm like, was I too hard or something? Because she doesn't do that typical snapback, you know? Right. And so then when she comes back, she will speak to you on a level that sometimes is so respectful. It just teaches you something in that moment. But then also at the same time, every now and then I'm like, I think I was just adulted. But no, it's good to have a happy teenager.
Absolutely.
We've been through some stuff. She's been through some stuff. And where some people may have, you know, had to deal with medications or suicidal tendencies or something, Iyana just found the joy in everything that she could to keep her going. And that is resilient, especially when it's something that everybody's going through, instead of her being like, I'm the teen, I don't understand, I'm going to just make this about me. It was like a family thing. And so that's huge for a parent when you're dealing with certain things and issues. So that's my baby girl.
That's so amazing. Talk a little bit about mom. How important has mom been in your journey?
She's my rock. Like everything that I do, like she's been like just like her and my dad specifically, like I do what I do for them. Like I told them like my grades and everything, like I do that to like, oh my gosh, to give them like a better life in the future, to like pay back everything that they did for me back. So like everything that I do, I'm like, I want to be like my mom.
That's how we got into biochem. I'm a nurse. And she wanted to be a nurse for a while. And there became a point that healthcare changed a lot. I've been in healthcare for about 28 years. And so I just kind of told her, like, maybe shoot higher. Not that healthcare or nursing is a bad thing. It's just, I felt like I gave a lot of time to other people. And when the kids were younger, I was able to work part-time. But then, you know, as your kids get older and you have to start planning for the future and you need health insurance and all that good stuff comes along, I felt like I was more demanded at work to keep life going. And so I just told her, you know, like, do something where you love it, you enjoy it, but you still will have time to remember who you are and what you are. And find something that make you some real good money so you don't have to do it forever, you know? And so, then she went on a couple of, she's seen me do some procedures and stuff and realized blood is not her thing. Blood was not her thing. She's not going to be doing IVs and ports and stuff. So, but she's still,
there's nothing wrong with that. You know?
I don't know where she gets it from. Maybe the science on my side, but the math and all that STEM
That's
stuff.
from Dad. STEM, they don't know where it came from.
STEM?
Yeah.
STEM classes and stuff? Is that what you don't know?
No, like just science. The science, chemistry aspect of it.
I missed all of those classes when I was in school.
No, like she's done all this stuff, but she's had like those high classes, chemistry and anatomy and biology and microbiology. And I'm just like, ooh, I think there was times when she used to be doing homework for 10, 12 hours.
Wow.
Yeah, like I literally would have to tell her to like, get up, go to bed, get away from the computer. Here's your food. I can't, Mom. I can't. Like, here's your sandwich. Here's your drink. I just go sit by the computer just to be like around. But that's how she had at that time high school and college and football and other things that she was dealing with. Yeah, she was working. And then she was also volunteering, planting trees and food banks. And there was a point where I was like, girl, you can't save the world. Like, but that's how big her heart is. Like you have to hone her in. She's one of those people that if she can give, you have to make sure she doesn't give her plate away too full, you know, save some for yourself. And that's just because she likes doing it so much. And so that's why I was like, stay in healthcare. You can love and give back, but you know, make a vaccine or something. I don't know.
Yeah. Well, I do appreciate you for coming up and talking a little bit about your daughter. She's amazing. I got a question for you, though. I mean, this is like way off, what we're talking about. But Angie, talk a little bit about her, because she's the one that brought your daughter to my attention.
That's my honey boo boo. My road dog. Like she is the person that I call, and if I like something's happening, she's putting her clothes on, the keys are in her hand, she's already in the car, and she's like, "What's going on? What's happening?" And can I tell you? But she don't know. She's on her way. So she was 16 years ago. She dated my brother for a little bit. She dated him for a few years. I think I told you the story about when she started trying to steal my baby. Yeah. She started having little things of clothes, little drawers of clothes. And we were talking the other day. I was like, I didn't like Angie at first. And she was like, yeah, you didn't talk to me for like 2 years. And I was like, I did not like her because she was trying to take my baby. But after that, I mean, we just clicked. When she my mom passed. And there was a part where my husband was in the hospital at the same time, and my brother was with my mom alone. Mm-hmm. And Angie was there, and she was there at the time that my mom transitioned. She helped my brother clean her up, dress her, I came back and did her makeup. She was very instrumental in the funeral process planning. We were very close to my mom. That right there, like that broke. Yeah. She was like my brother's girlfriend, and they were going through some things. And so for her to walk that type of role, she had my heart right there. Right. And then when they did dissolve their relationship, he wanted us to stop being friends. And we was like, no, thank you. I didn't date her. You dated her. Yes, so we've just been, every time we were inseparable until she left to Lake Havasu. And so every time she's in, we gotta link up. Yeah. Gotta see the dog, gotta see Iyana, gotta see my son, my husband. So Well, thank you so much. I appreciate you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for having Iyana. Absolutely. Thank you. So what's your thoughts on it?
You've been in my life for, I don't know, since I was like 4. I just know every time I looked up, I was in her room full of pink zebra print, making tiny little cupcakes, watching movies, laying with her cat and everything. She was just like always there. So there wasn't like any time where I was like, like nice to meet you. It was just like I was always with her. So it was just like being able to have that support, like growing up, and just those little girl moments, painting nails, watching you do my laundry that I didn't know was over there. That was a blessing. Absolutely. Yeah. Shout out to you, Angie. Shout out. I've known her a long time, and as well. Well, we've known each other about 12 years, something like that. And she, when she knew I was when I started the Teen of the Month circuit, she immediately hit me up like a couple times. It was like 2-3 times. And I was like, well, as soon as you get the information, let me know, and then we'll make it happen. Wow. She hit me up, and I was like, okay, well, let's do it. So I'm really excited. I'm really happy that we had this happen today. And I got a couple more questions on, and then we're gonna be done. Okay. Good? Yeah. You okay? I'm good. Okay. Good. You good? So I'm wonderful. I'm wonderful. Is that a make sure? Oh yeah. Can I see one? See one out there? No. Uncomfortable? Can I see one? Yeah, you seem fine. Yeah, good. All right. So, what are your goals for the future? Obviously, we know that biochemist. Biomedical science is important. But what about football? Are you going to do anything as far as help in the community, working with training kids on the sports or anything like that? What's your plans for the future? Well, I love to be an advocate for just the world, climate change. Mm-hmm. I definitely do, especially when I'm in college, want to make a bigger effort to join those programs like trash cleanups, even if it's just like merging my career with take some kind of chemistry that I know to create some cure for something. But I also love animals, so just helping animals, whether it's going to I don't know, just there's so many, just especially abused animals, homeless animals. In relation to football, I wouldn't oppose the idea of mentoring little kids because I definitely think it's cool, especially when it's a sport that like I've grown to love. And so, but yeah, I just climate change, all of that, animals, I just like to help in any way that I can. Just so I definitely plan to work on that in the future.
Okay.
And give back.
Absolutely.
Planting.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
You know, we need it. All they do is keep on making all these houses and knocking out all these streets.
Yeah.
And we need to, plan on bringing back, before we kill off this world,
It's too late.
Yeah.
So let's talk about the 8th graders that are going into 9th grade next year. Like, what is something that you want to share to them as they prepare for their moments in high school?
First things first, stay true to yourself, stay original. Do not try to switch up who you are just to impress a certain group of friends, just to fit into a certain crowd, to impress a boy or girl, whoever it may be, because little do you know, eventually you might lose yourself for a little bit and they're not going to know. You might get some people who come up and you're like, oh, you changed, or maybe they won't, but you'll feel deep inside that something switched and you don't really know what's going on. You don't know who you are, or maybe you do, but those people that you switched yourself, that you conformed into, they're going to go on about their lives. At the end of the day, it's just going to be you. You're going to be left with you. If you have to change yourself to fit in, that might not be the place that you need to go.
Mm-hmm.
But with that in mind, I want to say keep an open mind. It's going to be scary, especially going into high school, especially if you're going into a new high school. I switched from my old high school to go to a new high school, left everyone I knew. So going into a completely new district, it was just already scary, but I was ready to take that step. And there's so many different people that you can meet, so many more like meaningful relationships that you can form if you just open yourself up to the opportunity and give yourself that chance to meet other people. Obviously, you can still keep a group of friends, not saying ditch them, leave them to the side, but it's okay to build on top of that. Also, another thing, in terms of rejection, mistakes, they're meant to happen. They're learning lessons, but even then, when you're rejected, whether it be in relationships or, I don't know, maybe different class, maybe there's sports, maybe you don't make the team that you wanted, maybe there's some shoes that you wanted, but I don't know, maybe you can't afford them. Sometimes it's just redirection. It doesn't mean you're a failure. If you fail a test or something, it's always just a learning lesson, and it's not the end of the world. There's been so many times where I've looked back on something that happened where at the moment I was just like, man, this really sucks. Like, I really wanted this. Like, I don't know what I'm going to do. And then I looked back on it in the future and I'm like, I'm so grateful that happened, because I don't know what I would have done if it did happen. And truly, I didn't want it to happen. So, yeah, it's just a time for so many more opportunities, and you can really make the best of it. And it doesn't have to be bad, and you don't have to be scared.
Absolutely. Great answer.
Thank you.
Amazing. You got any questions for me?
Jeez. Roll his eyes about me.
No, rolling eyes. That was great. Shoot. You got any questions for me?
What is some advice that you would give to a high school senior going to college, moving on forward with their life? Some things that you maybe wish you would have known sooner.
Well, I would first off say, if you're going to college, stay consistent. Stay at it. Don't say I'm gonna take a break, because I did that. I had the opportunity to go to college. I took a break, and then it took me till I got to 35 years old to go back. And by then, now I'm paying for it when I didn't necessarily have to pay for it before. If the opportunity is there for you to go to school, take advantage of it. It may be rough in the beginning. Get some tips, get some help if you need help, assistance on classes that may be not necessarily ones that you know as well, but stay the course. If you say, I'm going to college to get my degree, go to college, get that degree. Get that off the checklist. Move to the next thing, because trust me, I was glad that I went back to school and got my degree, but I wish I would have finished it when I first got out. So that's it. Period. Anything else? Anybody got any questions? We got a slew of people here. If anybody wants to ask her questions, the floor is open to you.
How long have you been doing your podcast?
I think January 8th, 2021.
Okay. And how did it materialize
Yeah,
into recognizing teens or?
Oh, you're trying to get me in trouble.
Oh.
You're trying to get me in trouble. Okay, well, I'll be real about it. Well, when I first started this, I wanted to highlight all the amazing people in our community doing good work. And I did that. And it didn't, I just felt like the love wasn't coming back. And so I just was like, well, I have little girls. Shout out to my kids, my girls, and they're doing so much in school. They're doing amazing singing. All my girls are amazing singers. My 16-year-old plays football, bowling. She does all these things. And, they're seeing me highlight all these people. And I'm like thinking to myself, when I was their age, I was looking for somebody to highlight me when I was playing sports and I was singing and I was doing all these things. Let me change my focal point and start focusing on the youth. And so last year I started this journey with just doing one at a time and still highlighting all the other people that were doing amazing things in the community. And, it just felt better in this platform versus, doing the other. So I just said, this year I'm doing all youth. This is what it's all about, the youth and the young adults that are doing amazing. And so that's how we got to where we're at today.
Good for you. Thank you. Thank you for giving my baby the opportunity.
Thank you, Angie, for
Thank
bringing it to my attention. I'm glad that we got this because you're doing amazing. Obviously, you have so many people that are watching and showing support and loving you and watching you just excel to be this amazing individual. And I wish you all the best moving forward. And just know you got a family here that truly love and support you and that will be there if you need anything.
Thank you.
All right.
Thank you so much.
Anyone else got any questions before we get up out of here? No, we're good. All right, cool.
Oh, your brother showed up.
Well, thank you guys so much for being here. Thank you, D-Mac. Thank you, Aishatcha. Thank you, Angie. Thank you, everyone that has been a part of this. We will, obviously, I and Heyday Creative Space appreciate you for allowing this to go down. We are out of here. Thank you guys so much. We will be back next month with our Teen of the Month for June. We already got it, you guys. Let's go. We'll see you guys later. God bless. Take care.
Intro or outro?
Outro.
Outro.
I just kept seeing like a shadow.
Yeah, it's supposed to be only 30 minutes.
I know. I wanted to hear it.
He's
So
really
let's get,
because he was moving her bed.
As long as it's not over an hour.
Before we go, let's get the group photos, David. Let's get one with just you and her first, and the
You want to sit in
black,
front?
yeah, in front of the mic.
Okay.
Get the
This is the favorite thing I get.
teen of the mic. Black.
My favorite thing I get to do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Get me in trouble up in here.
Just
saying, man.
gonna wild out?
Hey, I ain't trying to go there, but
Triggers.
if you want it, I'll give it. I can bring it. Don't tell me.
One more. Hold on. Let's
Just
see.
give up.
Give him a dose of act right.
They'll learn, right?
All right. D-Mac, let's
Man,
get in
too
there.
many.
Could have been on